بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن والاه اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. So the second and the last, or the one before the last one, is the al-gharar. We will talk about ambiguity, and ambiguity is the second issue or defects that we can find in the Islamic contracts or the contracts, financial contracts. So what's gharar? What does gharar mean? It means uncertainty. It means uncertainty and it means ambiguity. Ambiguity and uncertainty. If the contract contains uncertainty or ambiguity, it means that it contains gharar. And if it contains alhamdulillah. If it contains gharar, that means it's not permissible, because the Prophet ﷺ naha an bay' al-gharar. Prophet ﷺ prohibited us from gharar, ambiguity sales. And which type of gharar that we cannot include in the contracts? Now, some scholars differentiate between ambiguity and uncertainty. They said uncertainty when you do not know whether you will be able to deliver or not. Now, for example, if my car is stolen, okay, what's your name, Akhi? Muhammad Jalal. And my car is Ferrari, okay? Very strong, nice car for young people like me. So this Ferrari, the value of this Ferrari, let's say 100,000 KD, okay? It's stolen. I'm selling it for you, Akhi, because you're my friend, for 10,000 KD. Is this okay? Why? There is a high risk that it will not be delivered. Sorry? Yeah, I don't know. No, it keeps coming and going. It doesn't want to come. Yeah. I want to sneeze, comes and goes. Okay. This is uncertainty. This is uncertainty. Alhamdulillah. Now, ambiguity, another example to show the Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair. Bismillah. Okay, so this is uncertainty. And ambiguity, if I say to Mubin, this is, what is it? Mubin or is correct? Why are you smiling? I have that. Finally, I managed to pronounce it correctly. So Mubin, I will sell you what is in my pocket for 100 KD. This is ambiguity. He's buying something that he doesn't know. So uncertainty, there's a risk of delivering the product, and ambiguity is a risk that there's the item is ambiguous itself. So this is the meaning of bay' al-gharar. But the bay' al-gharar, the contracts that involve ambiguity, first of all, we have to know that ambiguity is less haram than riba. Riba is more haram than ambiguity. That's why ambiguity is allowed when there is a need for it. Not necessity, need. Not like riba. Riba only necessity, in darura, or a general maslaha amma. Otherwise, it will be prohibited. But the ambiguity can be allowed even if there is need for that specific contract. So, these conditions control the ambiguity. If these conditions apply, then ambiguity is haram. The contract has ambiguity, is haram. If they are not there, the contract is permissible. Listen to this carefully. Now, the first one, it must be huge. The ambiguity, it must be huge in the contract. Like as I said to you, I'm selling a stolen car. Stolen car, the chance of getting this car is very low, which means that there's a huge chance or risk of delivering the car. Okay? The second one, it must be They must be contracted on. It's not a subcontract. Now, why ambiguity is prohibited? Because it leads to dispute. It leads to spread the hatred between the people. People think that they were misguided or misled or deceived. So that's why it's haram. But now I'll give you example. What's your name, akhi? Ismail. Ismail, I have 2 cows. Okay? 2 cows. One is pregnant and the other one is not pregnant. Okay? We have 3 contracts. I will sign 3 contracts. One with you, one with Tanwir, and one with Ibrahim. The first contract between me and Ibrahim, he is gonna buy this cow for 100 KD. Okay? The second contract between you and me, you will buy the pregnant one for 150. The third contract between me and Tanwir, he is buying the baby in the womb only for 50. Okay? So 3 different contracts. This contract, selling the cow for 100 KD, straightforward, clear, nothing hidden. So he will take his cow, give him my money, assalamu alaikum. He can't come and say, no, I wanted this. It's in front of you. You saw everything, it's fine. You, Ismail, bought the cow, which is pregnant for 150. Why you increase the 50? It's pregnant. Him,
but not including the calf, the baby.
It's included, yeah. I have many cows now. One of them, 5 of them are pregnant. So I'm selling you a cow which is pregnant for 150. He bought another baby from a baby of another cow for 50. Is it allowed? No. Why? Gara, ambiguity. It could die before it comes out. So the chance of delivering it is weak.
But if he wants one baby not from a specific cow.
No, you can't.
5 cows.
No, you can't have salam this way. This is another issue, salam. Now let me finish this before you completely lost. Now why we said it's haram for him to pay 50 dinars and we allowed you to do this although you increased the 50 dinars for the baby. That's why he got it for 100. So why we allowed it here and prohibited here? Why? Sorry?
He's taking the risk.
No.
Unexpected.
Huh?
He's already pregnant, he knows that.
No.
So he's taking both the things.
Sorry?
Pregnant man said baby plus cow.
Yeah.
He's accepting.
Yeah.
He's not telling only I want calf. Because,
You are very close.
because he accepted the risk with pregnant.
No. But why prohibited this gentleman from buying this baby for 50 dinars?
That is not, that's uncertain. Unexpected, uncertain. That's uncertain.
So why allow him to increase the price for this here?
I have the mother.
Huh?
I have the mother and baby.
Yeah.
Mine is whether it's alive or dead or even the mother dies, I am taking.
Your answer is correct, but this is not the way of answering it. You got the point, but you don't know how to explain it. Now to explain it properly, you said the contract here, is it on the cow or on the baby? With you? Khalas, the cow is there. You take the car, salam. But here, the contract is on what? So the item that I'm selling is ambiguous. Here, you are contracting on the cow and the baby is subcontracted. So we raise the price for the baby, but we are not contracting on it. So he can't come tomorrow and fight with me because the baby is dead. I'm not selling you the baby. I'm selling you the cow, a pregnant cow. So the baby is subcontracted, not directly contracted. So ambiguity is allowed when it is in a subcontract. Do we need this? Okay. Insurance is haram. Conventional insurance is haram. Okay? So if you go and rent a car and the insurance is included, is it haram? It's subcontracted, it's halal. In this situation, insurance is halal, even the conventional one. Because you are not contracting in the insurance. you are contracting in the car and the insurance is included. Do you understand this? So this you need in your life. Although some scholars say you don't need to mention this in the contract. But I don't see any clear proof about this. But generally speaking, this helps you in your life. Now, if you get a job, and one of the what do you call the clauses in the contract in your job that they offer you a medical insurance. It's permissible. You take it. You are not contracting in the insurance. You are contracting in the job, the service you offer for those people, and this is subcontracted. So it's permissible. You are not contracting in the insurance, although insurance is ambiguous contract, and so on. So the ambiguity is haram when it is directly contracted on.
No, if for example, insurance.
Huh?
The vehicle insurance. The vehicle insurance.
Medical insurance.
Vehicle.
Vehicle insurance, yeah. Car insurance, yeah.
I insure gold insurance.
Huh?
I take the gold insurance. I pay specifically for this gold insurance.
Gold.
Premium.
Okay.
If anything damaged, the insurance company will fully take care of the. This is I specifically am taking from my.
Is it takaful or conventional? It's not permissible. Why? Because you are contracting on the insurance directly. So this contract is full of ambiguity and directly. But if you are if you are renting a car and they included the insurance, so it comes subcontracted now. Because it's subcontracted, it's permissible.
Okay, but third party, some country we have to take third party.
No, if it's compulsory, this is another issue. I just want you to understand what is halal, what's haram. Then we come to the situation where it's compulsory or not. Now, I just want you to understand this.
But insurance.
But if you are purchasing the expensive vehicle, then when you buy the insurance with that. But after 2 years, if I want to maintain the full insurance with that extra luxury to maintain, then what is the way out?
Well, I don't have any way out. If you are paying directly for the insurance, you can't do this. But if it's included,
No, it's not. Here it is not included. You have to when you renew the license.
yeah.
You have to pay the third party.
If there is no need, you don't pay for insurance. If there is need, you have to pay. Khalas, it's mandatory, then we don't talk about it.
What if I met with the accident? I can claim the
Claim what you paid for them. This is the common opinion. There are different opinions, huh?
19 dinar.
90.
119 dinar. Only one bumper painting can be done.
So what do you...
The payment is saying.
and this will not cover your damage. Huh? Yeah, that's fine. You can, then, I mean, some scholars say, when we allow you to involve a contract, we allow the consequences. So if the government make it mandatory, then we can't say to you, just take your money. No, take what they give you, because they involve you in this contract, and they have to take the consequences. You understand me? So we can't say, you are forced here, and you are miskin here. No. They force you to go for this contract, then you take it all, and they have to take the consequences of this by paying you whatever amount you need to fix your car. Let's stick to the dars so you can finish. Make the question directly to dars. Yes?
In India, actually, company offers like insurance to the employee. For example, but employee has to submit medical documents.
Yeah.
Okay. If he doesn't submit, he will not get insurance. So whether he should submit or don't.
Medical?
Insurance.
So he will lie.
No, yani he can do expense with his own money.
Is it inside the contract or separate contract?
It is inside the contract.
Khalas, if it's inside the contract, it's fine. It's not contracted on. Okay, and then the third condition, that there is no need for that ambiguity. Do you like watermelon? Watermelon. Yes. You like it, huh? How do you buy it? Sometimes cutting, sometimes you don't cut. We just tap, tak, tak, tak. Is it okay? So when you tap, does it mean that you knew it's fine or not? Is it halal to buy it this way or haram? This is haja. People, they buy it like this. So although there's ambiguity, you might go home and just find it white. And it happens, isn't it? But this is okay because it's something people need. If you make it compulsory to cut it, it will make the life difficult for people, especially if they buy a large amount. The fourth one, and this is for Maliki madhab, they said the ambiguity is affecting only bilateral contracts, عقود المعاوضة, exchange, not unilateral. Remember yesterday I told you about losing my mobile, and Ju'ala, I said, go and search for mobile. If you find it, I give you 50 dinar. Then just one of you find it. Now when I say, go and find my mobile, now I'm contracting with you on your service. So your service to search for my mobile, and my side is payment. I'll pay you for the service. Your service is ambiguous now, because the chance of finding mobile is unknown. Maybe you find it, maybe not. So if one of you comes and get the mobile, I will give him 50 dinar. Otherwise, I won't give anything. So ambiguity is involved here, but because it is unilateral contract, it's permissible. And also if it's philanthropic, tabarru'at, to do donations. Now, when I said to Mubin, do you buy what is in my pocket for 100 dinars? We said it's haram. So if I said, Mubin, I'm going to give you from what is in my pocket as a gift. Gift is a contract as well. So is this haram? Why? Because whether it is a tissue, it is 100 dinars, it's a mobile, he is not paying anything. He's not losing anything. So there is no dispute, there is no deceiving involved in this. So when it is a tabarru', it's philanthropic or donation contracts, it's fine. Even there is ambiguity, no problem, no harm. But when it is bilateral exchange contracts, then we need to make sure that everything is clear.
Sheikh,
Yes.
even in the gift, if it is not allowed, the gift maybe is not allowed to give to others.
Say again?
Even if it's a gift,
Yeah.
if it is not allowed to give to others, like not permission of one, then
If it's not allowed. Like? Haram thing you mean? Okay. You are not allowed to give it then. If it's haram, you are not allowed to give it. So we're talking about ambiguity now. We're not talking about the commodities, haram or not haram. We're talking about the contract. We said the contract, when it is unilateral, if ambiguity involved, it's fine. Like we mentioned, the Ju'ala one. Okay? Now, when it is bilateral or it is exchange, sale exchange contract, then you can't involve ambiguity. Because it will lead to dispute. Allah mentioned in the Quran, إنما يريد الشيطان أن يوقع بينكم العداوة والبغضاء في الخمر والميسر. Gambling. And gambling is prohibited because of ambiguity. So ambiguity leads to dispute. And shaitan wants to make the life difficult for Muslims by fighting each other. So you can imagine now, if I say to Mubin, I give you what is in my pocket for 10 dinars, and then he found this it's rubbish, nothing, it doesn't deserve this. This will lead to dispute. And will lead to iyadhan billah, shaitan to come in between us. But if I give it to him as a gift, he can't blame me. Okay, you cheated me. I didn't cheat you. I didn't take anything from you. And when I tell you, go and find my mobile, you go and search, you don't find it. You can't come and say, why you made me lost my time. I didn't tell you to go. I bind myself to give you 50 dinar if you find my mobile. I never told you, you go. I just made it open. I made it compulsory upon myself, not on you. So you are not binded to go for this contract. You choose by yourself. It's up to you. So don't blame me. So do you understand the idea? When it is binding for both parties, then we need to make sure there is no ambiguity involved. And this ambiguity, you need it in many contracts. For example, عقود التأمين. Let's go here. Now, commercial insurance or conventional insurance contracts and financial derivatives. Now, for example, commercial insurance, conventional insurance. A company will ask you to give money and they will provide you protection and service if something happens. If something does not happen, you just keep paying money. Keep paying money for no reason. It's like gambling. It's like gambling. You might lose 19 dinars and you get nothing, and you might pay 19 dinars, then you get 500 dinars for any accident, samahullah. So it's gambling. That's why it's not permissible. That's why scholars went for takaful one. I don't know if you know about financial derivatives. Anyway, it's in the forex. They do these type of contracts for hedging. It's very complicated. Just if you heard about futures, swaps, options. So basically, what they do sometimes to hedge. Okay, I want to borrow from you. I've taken a lot of money from you to do mobile. I'm going to go for Zaid. I want to take from Zaid 100,000. I need a loan. Okay. Now Zaid is going to give me 100,000. He doesn't mind, but I am afraid the Kuwaiti dinar will go down in, let's say, 2-3 weeks or 1 month. So I want to protect myself. So what they do usually, I buy this one just example. There are many examples. This is one of them. I buy from him, and I take the 100 dinars from him now, and I sign contract with him to deliver $100,000 after, let's say, 1 month. Let's say $100,000 is equivalent to the amount I'm taking from dinar. How much 100,000 dinar in Kuwaiti dinar? 30,000. Okay, let's say I'm taking 30,000, and I'm afraid the 30,000 will go up or down. So what we'll do, I will sign a contract with him that I will buy from him. He will. I will buy from him $100,000 for 30,000. So now he's not lending me. Sorry, I'm exchanging $100,000 for 30,000 dinars. So I'm giving 30,000 dinars. I'm taking $100,000. Okay. Now everything is fine. But the plan is, I want to use this money and come back, give it back to him. So what I need to do? I need to sign another contract with him after 1 month with the fixed price that we fixed today. So there is no delivery now. It's haram because the money for money and with late delivery. Do you understand it? But I'm doing it to protect myself, because when I do this now, after 1 month, whether the dollars go up or down or dinar goes up and down, I'm going to give him back his $100,000 and he will give me back my 30,000 dinars. Do you understand it? So we are making lending under the cover of buying and selling. This is one of the many contracts that people use in Forex for hedging.
This is known as the futures.
Some of them futures, some swaps, some options, and many contracts. Anyway, some Islamic scholars they try to fix this contract. And when we say fix this contract, you have to understand in your mind, it's like an ill baby. We are trying just to fix him, try to give him some medication. He's fully disabled and we're trying just to move him, So don't think this is, mashallah, pure Islam. So what they do, they say, I will buy the same, the $100,000 for 30,000 dinars. Well, I will not sign a contract. I will promise him to buy $100,000 from him after 1 month for this price. Just promise from one side. Zigzag. And many scholars allowed this, but this is the situation. The problem, akhi, we are not an Islamic market. We are in a global market that is full of haram. So don't expect when you say this is haram, they say, yeah, welcome, come, what do you want? No, they don't care about you. Actually, they don't want you in this market. So you are fighting to survive. So you have to keep this in mind. We're not saying make the halal haram halal or halal haram. No, but bear in mind, it's not in your hand. So sometimes you go to some tricks to keep the people survive, keep people working. And that's why we need to understand the nature of the market before we give the fatwa. Betting contracts and gambling contracts, Maysir. We have many types of Maysir. Now when you go to the market, isn't it Lulu or any market? Some markets, you buy a product and then you have coupons where you sign a coupon, get the numbers and you put it in your pocket, you might get a car or you might get a gift. Is this halal?
Depends on our intention.
It depends.
On our intention. If we are buying normally,
If you are,
if you're buying normally,
yeah.
we get the coupon without intending to buy that much so that we get the coupon. Then
So if your intention to buy the item that you want to buy it. You want to use it, then you find this coupon and use it, it's fine. But if you are buying it for the coupon, then you are going in gambling. Yeah, this is correct. Also, if you're paying extra, so the price of this crisp, for example, 1 dinar, they are selling for 1 dinar and 100 cents. The 100 cents just for the competition, then it's haram. But if it's just the normal price of the product and you are buying the product for yourself, you want to use it, then it's fine. But the problem is, by experience now, and one of the scholars mentioned this, some of the magazines or newspaper, what they did, I mean, they sell, let's say they sell 1,000 copy a day. They wanted to increase their amount of sales, so they put a competition inside it for free. 10,000 sold, which means that many people they buy just for the competition. So you have to bear in mind this. Also, the competition in phone calls. If the price of the call is normal, it's fine. If there's extra charge, it's riba. Okay, you know these competition, man سيربح المليون. It's an Arabic competition. I don't know about it or not. It's a question and answer. Yeah, question and answer. So you answer the first question. They make, for example, 10,000. Second question, blah blah. So then, when you reach a specific level, they will tell you, do you want to carry on or you leave with your money? If you want to leave with your money, fine. If you want to carry on, they say to you, next question, you might lose everything, you might make it double. Now it's gambling. Because now your money is involved now. At the beginning was just question, someone is asking you, answer, he give you money. Now you are betting with your money. You're putting money and you're answering the question. If you answer, it will double, otherwise you lose money. So it's gambling. And many, the game, the brother that was mentioning about shooting or something like this in some fun fairs. So if you shoot that teddy, you get it. If you miss it, you lose it. But the problem, you already paid money for this. So all these are gambling. كله قمار.
What about cash price?
We like to make everything haram.
Cash price in the bank.
Give me an example.
If you keep this much salary in your if you keep deposit in this account, that account will be going into cash price draw.
It depends. So it's Islamic bank. Yeah, خلاص. They must have some type of contracts that they invest your money. They can't give you money just like this. So they invest your money for you and they make it. I don't know about the mechanism of this, but there must be a contract that investing your money to give you this price. Bitcoin, we said at the beginning, cryptocurrencies was something unknown, full of ambiguity, and full of risk, until some scholar believe that it's like gambling. The way that it goes to 40,000, 70,000, go down to 30,000, it's like gambling. It's not high risk. This is what they say. And it wasn't known that who started it, and no one recognized it. But after a while, it was recognized, and it was approved by many countries, and it was settled somehow. Yes, there's still fluctuation, not like before. And also the people who trade in this now, they have to register in some websites, etc. So the amount of ambiguity went down. So that's why it becomes currency, and we accept it in trading. Now, for example, you know when you buy, when you have, what do you call? We have a company. You know, car service. You know, when there are some companies, it's not insurance, similar to insurance. So they provide you service if you break down somewhere. Maintenance, yeah, that's car maintenance companies. You sign a contract with them, and they will come whenever you call them. They come and fix your car. If you leave it open like this, it will be like insurance, because you might have car crash, you might get the engine gone. So and you just paying fees monthly, this fees could be very far from the service you receive. But if they put conditions and they narrowing the ambiguity, it becomes halal. For example, they say to you, we can only come 10 times for you a month, and we can only fix what is reach this amount of money or that specific parts. So they specify the service, so it becomes halal. Why? Because the ambiguity becomes too small, not too low.
So specifically.
Yeah, more specifications, less ambiguity.
Annual maintenance contract.
AMC.
خلاص, I don't know what you call it, this. Anwar? Annual. Anyway, so basically, what the ambiguity reduces when you increase the specification and description. So that's it. So Bitcoin at the beginning was complete. And the problem, some people will say, why scholar always say this is haram? No, akhi, when something new come, scholars, as Ibn Qayyim say, موقعون على رب العالمين. Those people between you and Allah. And when they tell you this is halal or haram, in the day of judgment you will be sitting, watching, enjoying, and they will be punished because of you. Because they told you it's halal or haram. So it's rather now, they squeeze you and tell you wait until you make sure it's halal, and then they tell you halal, than telling you it's halal and they will be punished in the day of judgment, and you're enjoying the money you make from this contract, and they will be punished for this. So don't blame them for them being patient, and they take it slowly, especially now. One of the research I have in my PhD is about the Sharia boards in terms of legitimacy. Before, and even now, who appoint so-and-so as a scholar? The society. Society appoint him by his fatawa, his da'wah, his durus. So they'll say he's a scholar. Like before, who said Abu Hanifa was graduated? He didn't study any PhD or master. But everybody knows Abu Hanifa is a scholar. Everybody knows Malik is a scholar. Who said a scholar? The people there. People appointed him as a scholar. They ask him and they trust him. Well, Sharia board is appointed by the management of the bank. This is an issue. So if the Sharia board is not known in the society, he's got a big problem, like the problem we're facing now. You cannot trust him. This is issue number one. Issue number two, the complexity of the product. Before, the questions were so easy, my friend. You're asking about something, products that easy to deal with. Now, thousands of applications, thousands of terms and conditions, and you want us to give you, yes, it's halal, haram. No, come on. If we are a robot, we wouldn't be able to do this as quick as you're expecting it. So the market is improving and changing every day. Now, for example, cryptocurrencies, hundreds of currencies enter the market and many of them disappear. Finish, dead. The other one carry on, succeed. So what I want you to understand, this is a very complicated sector. So when you ask, or when you have something new enter the market, don't expect scholar to jump and say it's halal or haram. No, they will take their time and to understand the nature of this question. Now, one of the scholars in Qatar, he's Qatari Sheikh, his name Walid something, I forgot. He's one of the very famous scholars in the financial sector. He was talking about subhanallah, غرفة المقاصة in forex. What do you call it? You know the room in the forex that has specific name. راحت مني سبحان المقاصة. Anyway, this room inside the forex, they're controlling the contracts between the buyers and sellers, etc. So we were thinking those people, they just brokers. According to this understanding, there are many contracts, we said it's haram. Why is haram? Because he's a broker, he cannot sell it, blah, blah, blah. So he said himself, he bought a ticket and he went himself to check, to see, to read what happened. Then he came, he said, no, they're not broker, they are buyer in this contract, they are seller in this contract. So the hukum is changed because the nature of the contract is different now from what we thought. So it is a huge market and a huge responsibility, and we have to be patient before we decide halal or haram. Discount cards, we mentioned this. Competition through phone calls, And SMS, as we said, if it's cost price, it doesn't affect. If the price is above the normal price, then it affects. Now, ta'meen insurance, quickly, commercial insurance contract. Now, this is the conventional one, okay? This is the conventional one where we have policy holder insured. What does the policy holder do? He pays the insurance company to be insured. And the insurance company provide service. What's the service of the insurance company? They'll provide you with compensation if there is need for compensation. So the service is unknown. It's ambiguous service. They could provide you with thousands and they could provide you with nothing. That's why we say this is gambling. So you might keep paying insurance and at the end you don't have anything. And you might pay one today and tomorrow, al-Qadallah, you hit someone, you kill him, then they have to pay the full amount as a diya, etc. So that's why it is not permissible. It's not permissible. Okay. Now, the third type of defects that affect the Islamic contract is al-dhulm. Al-dhulm. Oppression. Now, injustice or oppression. These are examples. Now, any contract in the world, when I tell you it's haram, or any sheikh tells you it's haram, it's either haram because of riba, or because of ambiguity, or because of dhulm. That's it. Any contract you bring and we tell you it's haram, that means it has one of these three defects. These are examples of dhulm. For example, تلقي الركبان. What's the rukban? You know the Bedouin, when they come to the market. Bedouin, let's say farmers, they come with their goods to the market. Usually, they are not aware of the market price. Correct? They are not aware of the market price. Why? Because they're living far. They don't know what's going on. So what they do usually, they sell with low price. And they are happy with a small amount of profit. Because in their villages, their life is cheap there. So they will be happy. So the good that cost them 50, they will sell it for 60 and they will be happy. They don't need that much. So if one of the shayateen goes outside and wait, come, what do you have? This is 2,400. It costs 100 there. So he raises all the prices. This shaitan goes and meet them before the market and tells them, listen, this one, how much you want to sell it? 60? No, sell it for 100. It's sold in the market for 100. Talaqqi rukban. So what does he do? He makes all the prices up. Where they were happy to take small amount and it is enough to cover their cost and they make profit and the market goes nice and smooth. So this is not permissible to go and do this. Like for example, in some exhibition, books exhibition, when they have a books exhibition, some people what they do, they go before the exhibition starts and they search for the companies, start asking, telling them how much you sell this, no, sell it for this, or I'll buy it from you, I'll sell it. This is wrong. دع الناس الله يرزق بعضهم من بعض. Prophet ﷺ said, let the people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give sustenance through them, and this man is happy with the small amount, and this other guy wants something more. So this is how the life circle goes, you know. The people in the village, they won't require what the people in the city require. Also, hiding defects and fraud. تدليس وكتمان العيب. What's the difference between tadlis, fraud, and hiding defects? I have a car that has defect in the engine. So if I sell it to you without telling you, I'm hiding the defects. كتمان العيب. But if I have old car, I paint it, make it nice, and bring it to you, this is tadlis, this is fraud. I'm not hiding something, but I make it new, which is not new. So both is haram. And if you think about this, you go far even. I mean, I give you an example, and it happens a lot. You have your relative who is working in the government, okay? So he told you, you know that area, which is now desert, nobody's doing anything there. The government is planning to set up a big, huge mall there, and there will be a new roads. It's a new life is going to take place there. So what do? You go straight away into the guy, miskin there, sitting there. He's got big land there. How much you want to sell it? You just pay me anything, I'm happy. It's desert, akhi. So you buy it for, let's say, 100 dinars per kilo. And after 6 months, when they start this, the 1 acre, 1 acre becomes 1,000 now. Now this is tadlis. Because if he knew what you knew, he would never sell it to you like this. And you as a Muslim, you should have told him there is something is going on. You can't just use this to deceive people. So there are many other examples for tadlis and for, like say, in nikah. They bring you the girl to look nadra shar'iyya, and with, for example, full makeup, or she put something on her hair, or something that different from the life. This is cheating, haram. This is tadlis. They call it tadlis. Then will lead to dispute and lead to khilaf. Iyadan billah. خلاص أذن خلاص we come back after صلاة العشاء إن شاء الله. سبحانك وبحمدك لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.